Have you ever thought about those incredible partnerships, the ones that really change history, but maybe one person kind of stays in the background?
Yeah, indispensable, but maybe not always the headline name.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into one of those stories. Uh, the first wife of Prophet Muhammad, Khadija.
A truly remarkable figure.
What was it about her? I mean, so special that not only her husband revered her, but she was blessed, like directly by God. It's quite something. So for this dive, we've pulled together quite a bit, historical accounts, analyses of her character, really trying to get to the heart of it.
Right. Our goal really is to give you a shortcut, to distill what made her so extraordinary, and hopefully give you those aha moments, make you feel, really informed about her.
And just to start us off, think about this. Khadija was the only woman Prophet Muhammad was married to, monogamously, for 25 years. 25
A
years.
quarter of a century. That alone is significant.
And she was the very first person, the first, to embrace Islam. His absolute backbone from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, let's unpack this. So she wasn't just any wife. Her status was foundational. I mean, the first person to believe in his prophethood when nobody else knew what was happening.
It's hard to even wrap your head around that level of conviction, isn't it? And their relationship.
Yeah.
It was incredibly deep.
Sources say he loved her more than any of his later wives.
That 25 years of companionship, just singular devotion, it was clearly more than just a marriage.
Oh, absolutely. A real partnership, spiritually emotional.
And then, this is where it gets really interesting, the divine recognition. We have accounts that Allah and Angel Jibril personally sent greetings to her.
Specifically greetings?
Yeah, and the message included glad tidings of a palace in paradise. A specific type kasab, like a hollowed pearl or gemstone.
Signifying, purity, tranquility.
Exactly, a place with neither any noise nor any fatigue. And get this incredible honor came while she was just doing everyday things like preparing food for her family. It's extraordinary. And you have to remember, this was an honor given only to her. Nobody else received that specific greeting from Allah.
Wow.
Plus, the Prophet himself put her in the absolute highest rank, calling her one of the best amongst the women, right alongside Mary, the mother of Jesus, for her time.
So it begs the question, right? What qualities did she have to earn that kind of recognition, both divine and human?
That's what we need to explore. What made her stand out so profoundly?
Let's start with that moment, the very beginning of the revelations. That must have been terrifying.
Right. The sources describe Prophet Muhammad returning from the cave of Hira, physically trembling, completely overcome, asking her, wrap me up, wrap me up.
Just imagine seeing your husband like that. But her response, it wasn't panic.
Not at all. It was immediate, calm, and incredibly insightful. She just reassured him. She said, never. By Allah, Allah will never disgrace you.
And she listed his qualities. Right.
Exactly. She said, you keep good relations with your kith and kin, help the poor and the destitute, serve your guests generously, and assist the deserving calamity-afflicted ones. She saw his character as proof that nothing bad could truly be happening to him.
That's such deep understanding and faith in him, even before fully grasping the divine message.
And then her next move was just brilliant, really. Very practical and wise.
Taking him to her cousin, Waraka ibn Nawfal.
Yeah, her blind cousin, who was a Christian scholar, knew the old scriptures. And Waraka looked at the signs, listened to the account, and confirmed it.
He basically said, this fits the description of a prophet.
Right. And he also warned him, you're going to face opposition from your own people. He knew it was coming.
So Waraka confirms it, and what does Khadija do?
Immediately, she believes, becomes the first Muslim, and then, crucially, she encourages the Prophet to dedicate his entire life to this mission.
Even give up his job.
Right.
Yeah, he was involved in her business.
Yes, his lucrative career in the caravan trade. She essentially said, this is more important, do this. Her belief was solid based on his character and this confirmation.
It's just, wow, what does that tell you? The sheer power of believing in someone, being that rock, that cheerleader.
Especially when the path ahead, so incredibly daunting, so uncertain.
Her faith wasn't blind, it was informed. And it was empowering. It literally helped launch Islam.
Absolutely.
Okay, so building on that faith, let's talk about her professional life, because this is another layer that's just remarkable.
She wasn't just sitting at home. Khadija was a major businesswoman.
Described as one of the wealthiest leaders in the caravan business in Mecca. It's huge for a woman at that time.
Huge. Think about Mecca, the trade hub, the competition. It was a tough, male-dominated world. She inherited her father's business, yes, but she grew it.
How did she manage that?
Sources point to her integrity, fairness in dealings, high-quality goods, and she was incredibly shrewd at picking the right people to work for her, trustworthy managers,
Including a certain young man.
including a young prophet Muhammad before they were married. She hired him because of his reputation for honesty. They called him Al-Amin, the trustworthy one. Her caravan, apparently, was larger than all the others of her tribe combined.
That's astonishing. And then comes that really progressive detail.
The marriage proposal.
Yes, she proposed to him through a male relative, a moram, which was the proper way, but still she initiated it.
And it wasn't because he was wealthy or powerful. He wasn't at that point. It was purely based on his character, his integrity that she saw managing her business.
Character over possessions. That speaks volumes.
It really does. And that commitment, that focus on substance, carried through. When the revelations began, she didn't hesitate to pour her wealth into supporting the cause.
All of it, basically.
Pretty much. And that support was seriously tested during the boycott.
The 3-year boycott by the Meccan leaders. That sounds brutal.
It was. Political, economic isolation. Forced to live in this harsh, cold valley outside Mecca, often without enough food or water.
And she came from such wealth, such comfort.
Exactly. But she endured it all, shared everything she had left with the other Muslims, never wavered from her principles. It really makes you think about what real support, real sacrifice looks like.
Her life just shatters any stereotype, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A woman succeeding massively in business independently.
Absolutely, both inside and outside the home.
And then using that success, that wealth, for a higher purpose. It shows how generosity, that kind of sacrifice, can lead to immense spiritual reward, not just for her, but for a whole community.
A powerful example.
So let's shift again to her role within the family. As a mother.
Yes, she was the mother of most of the Prophet's children, 6 out of 7.
And the love the Prophet had for her, it didn't fade after her death, did it?
Not at all. In fact, it was so evident that it led to some, well, very human moments later on. The stories about Aisha's jealousy are quite telling.
Aisha being his later wife, who never actually met Khadija.
Right. But she heard the Prophet praise Khadija so often, years later, that she felt overshadowed. There's this one account where Aisha sounds a bit dismissive.
She called Khadija something like an old woman who died long ago.
Yes, something quite sharp like that, about her age and perhaps implying she was no longer relevant.
And the Prophet's response.
Oh, it was immediate and incredibly powerful. He said, essentially, Allah never gave me anyone better than her.
Wow.
He listed everything she did. She accepted me when people rejected me. She believed in me when people doubted me. She shared her wealth with me when people deprived me.
And Allah granted me children only through her. He laid it all out.
Absolutely. It was definitive. And the sources say after that, Aisha learned to keep quiet when Khadija's name came up. She understood the depth of his feeling.
That response just radiates love and appreciation, doesn't it?
It really does. And his grief when she died. She passed away at 65 after those 25 years together.
And that year was named.
The year of grief? He was devastated. He didn't marry anyone else while she was alive. And even after her death, he kept sending gifts to her friends, just constantly honoring her memory.
That enduring connection, that unwavering appreciation. It's profound.
It truly is.
So what does this all mean for us thinking about it today? Her story.
Well, it highlights children as a blessing, a responsibility, obviously, but maybe more deeply, it shows how that kind of partnership, that enduring support through thick and thin.
Especially through hardship.
Exactly. Forging that bond through shared struggles, shared purpose, shared family life, it creates something unbreakable. A deep, lasting appreciation.
So, just to recap our deep dive here.
Yeah.
We've seen Khadija as the first wife, the first Muslim, the brilliant, independent businesswoman way ahead of her time,
The unwavering supporter, the wise counselor.
and the cherished mother and companion. It's such a multifaceted legacy.
Absolutely. And maybe the final thought for you listening is this. Her life shows that real strength isn't just about what you achieve personally. It's also about how your integrity, your courage, your unconditional support can empower someone else, can enable these huge historical spiritual shifts.
That's a powerful point.
So it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What kind of transformative support can you offer? What greater cause could your own strengths help bring about if you commit with that kind of conviction?
There's a lot to reflect on. Her willingness to just believe, to support, to sacrifice everything, even when things were incredibly tough.
It left a mark on history that's undeniable.
A timeless example, maybe the truest love story ever told, in a way. A profound complementary partnership.